It is if you have to go to the doctor. They're in one building, your therapist is in another building, or across town, not in the same town, and perhaps your surgeon is across town as well.
Yeah, well, now there's a new facility that's making life a whole lot easier for the patient and much more efficient for the physicians too. And joining us now to talk about it is Missy Schleiss. It's the new Froedtert in the Medical College of Wisconsin Orthopaedic Sports and Spine Center, and you have a special open house we're going to talk about coming up tomorrow, which is super fun. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
What makes this unique, in your opinion?
This is an opportunity for us to bring together the physicians, the surgeons, therapists, sports medicine providers, all together under one roof in Menomonee Falls. We've brought together therapy services that were at 3 to 4 different locations in Germantown and Menomonee Falls, as well as surgeons and physicians that were at 3 different locations.
It can also be really nice. I had a shoulder problem for a long time that's plagued me, to work with the doctor and the therapist, where oftentimes you'll have the doctor sending you out to a therapist. If the doctor has their own therapist, they have a relationship and they know kind of how they want to progress you and what to do to come up with a treatment plan.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Having the therapist on site is obviously going to be able to let us have that more concise communication. It's easier for the patients to be able to come to that one-stop shop, as well as to make those appointments and coincide them. Everybody's lives are busy, trying to fit in times where they can see both providers and the therapist at the same time. And you're correct. The communication back, the notes and the care plan and how the patients are progressing can get back to that physician much more timely.
It looks like a beautiful place too. You have what's called a stimulation gym. What is that?
That's right. It's a very unique concept. It's a 1,000 square foot room, 2 floors high, that has a turf-like floor covering that will help athletes to simulate their activities that we're working to rehab, get them back to their activities and practice and emulate them right in their room. Throwing footballs, swinging baseball bats, golf clubs.
We saw basketball.
Basketball, exactly. Jumping, sprinting, everything right there, and with the availability of the therapist to monitor their progress.
And then you have this really cool therapy pool that is like what professional sports teams use, the Packers and the Brewers are using. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, that's correct. It's a warm water therapy pool that is on site that allows the patient to be able to perform their physical therapy activities, their rehab, their exercises in the buoyancy of the water with less stress on the muscles and the joints, to be able to be monitored by the therapist who could be possibly in the pool with them on deck or observing from below deck as well. There are stairs that take into the pool, high-powered jets, as well as a chair lift for those patients that need help getting in and out of the pool.
That's awesome. It looks like a great facility. You have a wonderful open house that's happening tomorrow, and I was reading about all the people who are going to be there. I know the racing sausages are going to be making an appearance. Bonnie Blair will be stopping by to see people and greet people, and I know William Henderson is going to be there too. But an exciting opportunity for people to see the clinic firsthand because it just opened Monday.
That's correct. We are finishing our first week. Getting used to everything. Things are going very well, and we have an opportunity for our patients in the community to come in, meet the physicians, tour the facility, ask some questions. The care team members will be on site as well, and of course our Wisconsin sports personalities being there. There'll be some wave players on site as well from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock.
That's great, and the whole event goes on from 9 a.m. until noon, so it's free. People can just stop by and visit, right?
Free to the public. The tours will be going on. There'll be refreshments, beverages.
What if you also have a state-of-the-art spine care model that has been very successful, and I sadly have had a lot of friends who've had back problems recently, and they're all trying to put off surgery. Why is that so important, and why is this model a winning one for you?
It has been very successful. The spine care program is actually focused on getting the patient involved in the care plan, learning what has caused their issues with their neck or their back, being able to patient-centered management programs so that they can figure out what they need to do to prevent those injuries in the future. So not only treatment, getting them out of pain, getting them back to the mobility, getting them back to work, but being able to let them change their lifestyles to prevent those in the future. The spine care model has been successful, as you said. 97% of their patients report success and improvements, and they actually have very, very low surgical rates.
It's wonderful. And really the data seems to back up the concept that having all of these experts in one place is really best for the patient. I know that there was some information you shared with us that said 92% of patients gave the physicians on site the highest possible rating for physician care. And I think just to have access to all these people and go to just one place takes out some of that stress we were talking about in our last segment, because we all have so much stress, and when something goes wrong and you need this kind of care, it's wonderful to have it all under one roof. So here's the information for the great open house that you have going on tomorrow from 9 until noon. It is at the Froedtert and Medical College of Wisconsin Orthopedic Sports and Spine Center from 9 a.m. until 12 o'clock noon in Menominee Falls. You can find out more by going to froedtert.com/pilgrim. And if you would like to find an orthopedic sports or spine provider, you can call this toll-free number. It's 1-800-DOCTORS. Nice to have you here, Missy, this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Missy.